Good morning, all. Good morning, all. So, is the screen is visible? Am I audible? Mark your attendance using three parameters. Okay, once again, good morning, all. So, this is the video lecture on design and analysis of algorithms. We are currently discussing divide and conquer strategy. So, in divide and conquer strategy, we have going for the example algorithm like finding minimum and maximum elements in the given array. Okay. So we have already discussed the algorithm, what we have seen. So, so what's the algorithm we have seen here? So we'll go with the algorithm based on divide and conquer strategy. So this is the very important thing you keep in your mind. I and J. The other one is maximum and minimum element. So I will go with this full algorithm. Okay. So what is I? It is the first initial value, initial position of the element. What is I? Initial position of the element. J, the last position of the element, last element. And these are the indexes and these are the two output variables, that is max, the other one is min. Okay. So what I is starting from where? I will be starting at initial position and J will be at where? J will be at the last position. So I will be at initial position and J will be at last position. So that's why we tell I is equal to 1 and J is equal to N. Okay. So this is the input parameter we have taken. So from this input parameter, now you have to find minimum and maximum. So maximum means largest element, minimum means smallest element in array A of ij. Okay. So I've already explained the algorithm. So let's have an overview of that. So first you come, if I is at where? I, what is the location of I and j? What is the location of I and j? I stands at where and j stands at where? What's you have to tell where the I and j in our particular algorithm, where does this I and j will stand? Row and column? No, there is no matrix. In our this particular algorithm, we are taking an array, one-dimensional array. Okay, so in this one-dimensional array, what can be the I and j? For one-dimensional array, you don't have any rows and columns. Okay, so someone has given the answer. I value is 1 and j value is n. So in the sense, what is the meaning of that? So I is pointing to the first element and j is pointing to the last element. Okay. So now you come for the first condition, I double equals j. That means I is at same location, that is first location, and j is also at the first location. Where the j will be? J will be at the last location, but here it is at the first location. If I and j both are at the first location, how many elements are there? There is only one element you have. So at that time, that one element is nothing but a of I. So that is set to minimum as well as maximum. So that is the case you have. If I double equals j, that means there is only one element. So min is equal to max is equal to a of I. Okay. So now you come I double equals j minus 1. That means, so where is I? I is at one location, j is at another location. So that means I and j are the sitting I and j are sitting beside each other. So how many elements are there here? At one location is I. So keep in your mind j minus 1. So j minus 1 means j I is coming before j. So I is at one location, j is at one location. So how many elements you have? There are two elements here. Okay, so there are two elements here. So that is one you take it as I, the other you take it as j. So now you come for a of I is less than a of j. So first element is less than second element. What you do? First element is less than second element. Min is equal to first element. Max is equal to second element. So yeah, first element is a of I. Second element is a of j. So that is the case we do here. So what we have? So there here we are taking it as two elements. So two elements are I and j. Okay. So in that, if a of I is less than a of j, you take it as min is equal to a of I, max is equal to a of j, or else that means first element is greater than second element. Second element is a of j, first element is a of I. So at that time, if a of I is greater than a of j, what is the case? Max is equal to a of I, min is equal to a of j. So this is the condition. So this is the condition if you have one element. This is the condition if you have two elements. If there are more than two, okay, only one element, this is the case. If you have two elements, this is the case. If you have 3, 4, 5, or 10 elements, so at that time, what is the case you do here? So you can go with if P is not small, so you go with divide P into sub problems. That means in the problem, you are not getting the problem is big. So at that time, you go with divide P into sub problems. So once you divide, there will be two. If you are dividing the problem, there will be how many sub problems? Two sub problems. So how you find it? That is mid is equal to I plus j by 2. So you will be having, so you will be having I plus j by 2. Okay. So after you find, now your problem is divided. So first left part will be I, that is the initial value, then comes mid. So I mid, within I and mid, you find minimum and maximum. Okay, so next, that is left part. Between I and mid, you find minimum and maximum. Next, come for the right part. Another sub problem. You start with mid plus 1 to j. So I to mid, then you go with mid plus 1 to j, find maximum 1 and minimum 1. Okay. So finally, when there are nothing, you combine the solutions. So combining the solution, you take it as if max is less than max 1. So max is left part. Min and max are for left part. Min 1 and max 1 are for right part. Now you combine the solution. If max is less than max 1, assign max is equal to max 1. Max is nothing but what? This max. Okay. So if max is less than max 1, okay. So at that time, max is equal to max 1. If min is greater than min 1, assign min is equal to min 1. So this is the condition what we have. So understood this particular algorithm? Understood the algorithm? Understood? Kindly respond here. So I go with a next example. That's why. Have you understood? So kindly reply in the chat box if you have understood the algorithm. Only one used to reply. Okay. Now you come for this particular example. Okay. Now we have to simulate. Simulate means you have to work how this algorithm is going to show how this algorithm is going to work. Okay. So now we simulate max min on following 9 elements. So elements 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the okay index. Okay. So index of the elements. So these are the elements what we are having. Okay. So upper part what you are having. So upper part you are having it as index and lower part is elements you are having. Okay. So keep this one in your mind. I is the first element, index location. I is the first element, J is the last element. Then you find max and min. Okay. So now you come for this particular example. So for this entire thing, what is I and J? Answer in the chat box. So for the example, what are the values of I and J? What are the values of I and J? For this example, you have to tell what is the value of I and J. 1,9. Is it correct? What in the end? Okay. So now you compare I, J, max and min. Okay. So I is 1, J is 9. What is max and min here? So you have to, for this is the location, I is equal to 1, J is equal to 9. Okay. So in the entire thing, which is the I maximum value and which is the minimum value? Okay, good. It is 60 and minus 8. So the first you are starting with location. Location 1, this is value I, comma J is at 9. In the entire thing, what is the max value? Max value, you have 60. What is the minimum value you have? Minimum value is minus 8. Okay. So how many elements are there here? There are 4 elements. Okay. If you have 1 element, if you have 2 element, no case. If here you are having how many elements? 4 elements are there. So if the 4 elements, now you have to divide the problem into 2. So divide the problem into 2. So that is mid is equal to I plus j by 2. So what is the mid value? Can anybody can tell what is the mid value for this particular array? I value is 1, j value is 9, max is 60, min is minus 8. Okay. So what is the mid value? Mid is I plus j by 2. I plus j by 2. So I plus only mid. Don't go for value. Only mid you take. Okay. 1 plus 9 by 2 is equal to 10 by 2. 10 by 2 is equal to 5. So now you come for this algorithm. Mid is 1 plus 5 by 2. That goes 5. Okay. Middle element is 5. Now you substitute the problem here. I to mid plus 1 to j. Okay. So come for your problem. I. What is the value of I? It is 1. What is the middle element? It is 5. Okay. So in between 1 and 5, which is the minimum and maximum value? Between 1 and 5. Okay. So you go, this is the left part. This goes right part. Okay. So left part in between 1 and 5, what is the minimum and maximum value? Can you tell? So in between 1 and 5, the values you have, minimum value is minus, minimum value is minus 8. Okay. So maximum value is 22. Substitute that one. 1 I comma mid comma min comma max comma min. Okay. So that you have 1 comma 5 comma 22 comma minus 8. So now you come for the right part. So right part you are starting with where? This is left part algorithm. This is right part algorithm. So mid plus 1 j. Okay. So mid plus 1 and j. So what is mid value you are having? It is 5. So mid plus 1 is 6. Okay. So mid plus 1 is 6. J value, that is the last value. J value is 9. In between 6 and 9, which is the maximum and minimum value? So mid plus 1. Mid is 5. Mid plus 1 is 6. That's why you are rating it as 6. So J value is 9. In between 6 and 9, what are the maximum and minimum values? So maximum is 60, minimum is 17. So write it here. Okay. So now the problem is still, you have to go further. So come for this case. I is I equals 1, J equals 5 here. Keep in your mind. So this problem is sub problem. Now you have to again, our J value, I value is 1, J value is 5. So maximum and minimum you have to divide. Okay. So first you find the minimum mid value. So mid is I plus J by 2. That is 1 plus 5 by 2. That is equal to how much? What is the mid value? What is mid? Mid for 1 and 5. What is the mid for 1 and 5? You calculate 1 plus 5 by 2. So 1 plus 5 by 2 is 6 by 2, that is 3. So in between 1 and 3, 1 and 3, which is the maximum value and which is the minimum value? 1 and 3, maximum value is 22, minimum value is minus 5. Okay, good. Maximum is 22, minimum is minus 5. So left part is finished, come for right part. So right part will start with mid plus 1, j. So mid, what is the mid value? 3. 3 plus 1, it will start at 4. So j value is 5. So 4 and 5, only 2 elements you are having. Okay. So if it is 2 elements, so what you do? If there are 3 elements or 4 elements, you divide. If there are 2 elements, 4 and 5. So mid is max is equal to 15 and min is equal to minus 8. So that's why we have written 15 and minus 8. So there are only 2 elements. So no further iteration you will get. Understanding? So 4 and 5, you are getting only 2 elements. That is, one is 15, the other one is minus 8. So no iterations. So max is equal to 15, min is equal to minus 8. So come for this writer part. So 6 plus 9 by 2, what is the mid value? So what is the mid of 6 and 9? What is the mid of 6 and 9? 6 plus 9. 9 plus 6 is equal to 15. 15 by 2 is equal to 7.5. So take it as 7. What is the mid value here? 7. So I value is 6. Mid value is 7. In between 6 and 7, how many elements you have? Only 2 elements are there. So if there are 2 elements, max is equal to 60 and min is equal to 17. Okay, if there are 2 elements, no need to do further iterations. Okay, in between, if there are 3 elements, you have to divide. Okay, if there are 2 elements, no purpose of dividing. So come for the right part. So under right part, what is the mid value? It is 7. 7 plus 1. 7 plus 1 is 8. So what is the high value? 9. 8 and 9. How many values are there? 2 values. So maximum is 47, minimum is equal to 31. You keep that one as it is. Okay. So now you come for this part, 1 and 3. In between 1 and 3, how many values are there? 3 values you are having. So again, you perform division. So when you divide, 1 plus 3 by 2 is equal to 4 by 2 is equal to 2. So mid value is 2. So in between 1 and 2, 1 and 2, there are 2 values, that is 22 and 13. And right part is, so mid value is 2. So mid plus 1 is 3. So 3, comma, what is the j value? J value is also 3. So 3, comma 3. So how many elements you are having? You are having one element here. So mid plus 1, mid was 2, mid plus 1 is 3. So 3 comma j value is 3. So 3 comma 3, you are having only one value, that is minus 5 minus 5. Okay, so min is equal to max is equal to minus 5 only. Okay, so now once you do all the everythings, now you have to check finally which is the maximum one and which is the minimum one. So that will give you the final answer of min-max algorithm. Okay. So, so finally you will find from here what is, so this one will come left part, you will be getting it as left part is max min, right part is max 1 and min 1. So come for left part here. Left part is this one, min 22, max 22, min 13. So here min and max is -5 only. So compare with both. So you will get min is equal to -5. Okay. So again, you do for this one. So right our part. So again, max 1 is equal to 15, min 1 is equal to -8. So finally, you will be comparing with this algorithm. If max is less than max 1, assign max is equal to max 1. If min is less than min 1, min is equal to min 1. So when you substitute, you will be getting it as -5 and 60 and -8 as the answer. Okay, so understood simulation. So very, very important from exam point of view, they will give you the values and tell you to find using this iteration. Okay, so have you understood? As answer in the chat box. So next you will be having analysis and time complexity. So here you have to divide the time complexity. So what is the number of comparisons needed for max min? Okay, if T of n represents this number, then resulting recurrence relation is. So now you see, if a problem is there, a problem is divided into left part is again divided. So left part you take it as n by 2. So dividing the problem into right part you take it as n by 2. Okay, so any problem is there, it will left part division n by 2, right part division n by 2. And if you have two elements, so left part division you take this one as n by 2, this one as n by 2. And if there are two elements, one comparison. If there is only one element, one comparison. Okay, so one element, one comparison, two elements, one comparison, more elements, it is n by 2 into plus n by 2. So that's why we give it as n by 2 plus t of n by 2 plus this 2 is for if you have one element, one comparison. If you have two element, one comparison. So that's why you take it as n by 2 plus n by 2 plus 2. If n is greater than 2, this is the case. If there are two comparison, only two. If n is greater than 2, you have to add each and everything. If it is n is equal to 2, the value is 1. If n is equal to 1, the value is 0. Okay, now you substitute T of n by 2 plus T of n by 2 is equal to 2T n by 2 plus 2. So that is T of n is equal to 2T n by 2 plus 2. Now you substitute for n, in place of n, you substitute n by 2, n by 4, n by 6, and so on. If in place of n, if you substitute n by 2, what is the case? 2 comes outside. So T of n by 2 is equal to 2T n by 4 plus 2 plus 2. So it is very easy. Just you tell in place of T of n you substitute n by 2. Okay. So if you substitute n by 2, 2 remains outside. T of n by 4. So you take it as 2T, so 2T n by 4 plus 2 and this comes plus 2. In place of T of n by 2, you have 2T n by 4 plus 2. Okay, so multiplying you will get, so multiplying you will be getting 40, 2 into 2, 4, 40 n by 2 plus 2 into 2, 4 plus 2. So finally on resolution, on solving this particular thing, you will be taking it as 2 power k minus 1. So this is 2 power 1, 4 you take it as 2 power 2, then you go with 2 power 3, it keeps on going. So for that particular case, you take it as 2 power k minus 1 plus this one you take it as 2 power k minus 2. So that is equal to 3n by 2 minus 2. This is the analysis time complexity you have to go through. Okay. So compared with a straightforward method. So straightforward method will go with how many? 2 into n minus 1 comparisons. So 2 into n minus 1, the compared with the straightforward method 2n minus 2, this method solves 25% in comparison. So you have to remember this time complexity calculation. You have to derive this particular formula. 2 to the power, at least you have to write 2 to the power k minus 1 plus 2 power k minus 2. Okay, you leave this one. So just for n, you substitute n by 4. Next, n by 2 you substitute. Next, you go for n by 4. Next, n by 6, n by 8, and so on. And finally, you derive this one. So finally, you'll be getting 2 power k minus 1 plus 2 power k minus 2. So 2 power k minus 1 plus 2 power k minus 2. This is the final answer. That is analysis time complexity. Finding time complexity, you take it as, so here you're taking it as 3n by 2 minus 2. Okay, so just you substitute 2 power k, you take it as n. Okay, so when you substitute 2 power k is equal to n, so here you will be getting 3n by 2 minus 2 as the answer. So have you people got this, got the time complexity? Have you understood? Okay, I hope you people got understood this particular thing. So here I will be ending this particular session. So, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, so thank you all. So kindly go through the videos in my YouTube channel by using the link 1DPMK. So already most of them have subscribed. So if you have not subscribed, kindly go through and make it useful for your career. Okay, so thank you one and all. So kindly like, give the like, share and subscribe so that other students can also go through. Okay, meet you in the next upcoming classes. So next we will be going with the next algorithm merge sort in tomorrow's class. Okay, thank you all.